Oh, welcome back everyone to the most annoying game on this planet. I actually had to, not really reinstall it. I had to verify the integrity of the files 3 times, and each time it found a file missing. I don't know what's going on with the game, but I can tell you there is a pile of crap that doesn't quite work out. Oh, I need to start with something a little bit stronger tonight, I think. So, plans changed, obviously. I'm actually streaming tonight, so obviously plans have slightly altered, which is fine. It actually works out better in the end. So, I like this much better. I think we're actually close to a cleanup, actually. So, I think we need to do this. I'm in sort of better frame of mind, kind of almost. So I don't know. We shall see how the game is, or I'll be yelling and screaming at it soon. We're gonna find out either way. So hope you guys are down for the ride and see what's going on with it. I mean, I really do love this game, but I really do wish they would fix crap too. Like, the new developer, kudos for trying, but you need to hunker down and fix the glitches. I would rather have the glitches fixed than new content. And that's kind of the sad truth to it all. Like, just absolutely fix the stuff. Oh. There we go. Why did it only show one pail? What's wrong with the other pails? There are 4 pails there. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's so many freaking glitches in this game. It's ridiculous. Why is that vibrating? The power of the water compels you? Like I said, need something stronger today because, yeah, it only did 1 pail. Wait a minute, but all the pails are... Okay. I'm very confused at this point. Oh, right. Before I go do this, someone did mention before, on my X feed that, sounds like a porn channel. The X feed that don't forget to check out. Make sure that you get your employees going. It's only 6,000. That is actually a wonderful idea. Trauma. I'm going to hire that guy frickin' immediately. 2.28% wash plant system performance. Yes. And they actually... What? Is there another one? No. Stupid. Anyways, like someone said, it's like, okay, well, never know. There might be hidden talents of cleanup. Because apparently there's also a gold nuggeteer dude. And I mean, for 100%, we know that there's a guy that cleans this out automatically for us too. I'm surprised it works at all with all the cabling in here. Oh yeah, pail is still super loud. I turned off most of the environmental stuff, but that is still on. So yeah, we already have employees. And he works on the trommel. 2.28% increase for performance. Okay, that is actually kind of huge. I am not going to lie in that sense. That is a huge bonus. Alright, let's see here. Of course, the first thing we want to do is the magnetite. But we still have... Wait, yeah, we emptied it last time, didn't we? Right. Alright, so Let's see what that does. Okay, there's a few mats in here that look clean. That doesn't bring me up to a whole lot of 404. I mean, that makes sense to me, only because of stuff that we had, and the box is still crooked. All the stuff we dealt with and everything else, and all the problems. The biggest thing is the difference of having the planters versus the gravel, or not even the gravel pumps. The other piece is crap. Duplex jig, thanks for that. Yeah, so that's going to be the ultimate test, is to see what that gives us more than anything else. So the last time these were only sitting at about 112. Here is done. 149. That is actually a clear improvement. That is actually a huge improvement. Like, I know it doesn't seem like much, but 30 ounces extra of magnetite just off of that. I'm going to do this right now while I think of it. Like, again, that doesn't seem like much, but off of 4 pails, that's 120 ounces more with the magnetite. That is quite a bit better. We actually have enough funds. Oops, where am I going? I have enough funds right now to actually for the end of the night, but I think we can do 2 cleanups total before I have to go back. So I'm thinking I should have enough magnetite in that pail in the end to potentially get another upgrade, which hopefully will be gold loss. Is gold loss the next one? I think it is. It also depends on the amounts too. If it's more time, it's more efficient, which means it's better for me. I've not looked at the gold numbers yet. Oh, we're in the hoedown music again. It's going 43% bank. No, that's the gold thing. I need an extra pail here. Another 147 for that. I like standing on the nuggeteer doing this. It seems like it's quicker, as long as I don't walk off the edge. Yeah, 146 ounces. That's actually closer to 36 ounces more each time. So we're just shy of about 160 ounce totals. And I figured it out, that one evil haunted song is actually a partial piece of it, or the same background music that is in a PlayStation 4 game called Until Dawn. I was racking my brain last night and I had to talk to a couple people, and one of the guys went, "Oh, I know that same sort of eerie sound. It's on Until Dawn." So I started listening to some old videos that people made, and it was like, holy crap, yes, it's exactly that. And that's the scary part. Okay, we're all back together. We're all doing this. Okay. Well, the one thing I gotta do is change the gold map. This is all done down here. We're now working on this. I don't know if we're gonna get this entire block done tonight, but gonna try regardless. See where we get to on it. Oh, gold totals, yes. Everyone else is over 2,000, well, 3,000. I'm sitting at 47th place with 383, but we'll see what this gold content actually works out to be. I mean, we're up to 29, 30 ounces right now. Okay, that was a weird number, but okay. Whatever. This pail's going to go back here. No. Wonder what movie or game this soundtrack's off of. Alright, let's grab this and see how much is in here. This is the big money maker. The Nuggeteer really does make a ton off this. Oh, it cracked 30%. Not bad. 698, that's definitely better. And that was actually the final cleanup of the other piece and 2 truckloads out of the new one, roughly. Well, we'll break over 100. Beyond that, I don't know. We were sitting at what, 112 last time? Okay, so there is improvement. And the gold didn't miraculously get any better, so that pushes us up for liters to 486, so 42nd. I wonder if that changes if I go into here and change view profile. Apparently there's no button to change. There it is, edit profile. There we go. Back to profile. I'll actually save. Back to profile. Now, did that change it here? Or do I have to reload the game to do it? Nope, it did. Okay. Okay. That's good. We got that working. Alright, now overall, I'm pretty happy over that. 117 ounces, not bad. Alright, flip. Mr. Jigglebutt. So there's 1%. I don't know how much stuff is still in there. Dirt's still falling. That was it. That was the entirety of it. Just 2%. Okay, now the pails are showing. This game. Get in. Get in. Get. There we go. Everything's magic. So yeah, we're up over here. More or less, I just parked the truck like this. We've got basically 6 truckloads to do out of here before we can before we can actually do another cleanup. The ground is supposedly better here than where the other one was, but I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out about it. That finally went into dark yellow. Dark yellow territory. Don't eat yellow snow. And there is a ton of dirt. Because this pocket goes all the way down to the bottom. I'm not lying when I say that either. Gold map. Yeah, the best pocket is the 6.7 to 9.8. And, well, I've taken about 40 ounces out of her so far. Unfortunately, it's mostly down to the bottom. But, saying that, like I should actually go closer and really dig down now. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just move ahead a little. And really work down. I can take some of the top stuff because some of the top stuff isn't bad. Again, when you look at it, like you look at this pocket next to it. Well, yeah, sort of. It doesn't really say if there's too much there. But there's a lot of good gold down below. So we'll just keep digging out of the bottom pit. Like I said, I don't know what it's going to equate to. But we got to dig it out anyways before we can get to the next parcel. So let's clean it out. Let's get our extra income out of it. Other than basically 20 ounces, all my gold total is out of this claim. I only had about 20 ounces out of Uncle Arnold's. So I'm hoping I should get some better numbers out of the glory hole. The first cut was, well, the first cut. This one is the glory hole cut, where I'm hoping I actually get gold. Then I guess the next one is up to debate what we should name it. And I hope I got all the frickin' glitches fixed out of this. Like I said before, I actually enjoy this game when it works, but it's a giant pain in the frickin' rear when it doesn't. Start taking a bit out of that one so I can get deeper on this one. And yeah, I am using the big Traco. Kinda have to. There's no way I could get down that far with the little one. This is literally hoedown music, because that's all I can say this stuff is. Boom, 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 boom. It is literally hoedown music. Somebody is playing the hell of a jug. And yes, I will let you know which music that we've discovered is from Until Dawn. Why they used that, I don't know. Probably to build suspense that, oh, there's something going on. I don't know. I'll check as soon as I dump this bucket what our totals are out of this part now. 265. We're dropping this rapidly, so I think I could just start cutting into it. Getting into the vehicles is a bit difficult. And remember, tomorrow night is, of course, our normal Assassin's Creed night, which we will be doing Assassin's Creed. Tuesday night, we'll be doing this again. And I will be playing tonight a little bit in between. I do gotta work on some estimates, but that's neither here nor there. I actually did a really good job today. Didn't play this for a while. Ooh, 230. I like it. Where am I going? Don't fall in the hole. I actually got the bulk of the information figured out for the one. I just gotta put it finalize it and put it into like my quotation program, which I made, by the way, using basically Excel spreadsheets. Could I say Excel? It was expel. I expel you. Expelliarmus. But yeah, no, it works really well. Well, Excel does in general. I just made a format, so it actually works really well for doing quotations. Okay, I think we're actually doing pretty good. I mean, if we get even remotely close to the goal, well, obviously we're not going to, because our efficiency, I think, what the hell did old man say? He has like a freaking spreadsheet out of figuring out this stuff. Anyways, I think it's like only, with the upgrades that I have currently, it's like 75 to 78% of it actually properly recover. So say if you have like a 200-ounce plot that you're mining, you're only going to get 75% of it, because that's where your recovery rate is. I think that's what he was saying. Figures. Like, I mean, I used to do spreadsheets all the time. Like Dark Age Camelot, I had a million spreadsheets. I don't even know if I still have them for what was that stuff? Aurelian or something like that? Anyways, it was a specialty gem that you could use for basically exchange and whatnot, and I used to mine it constantly. Of course, well, even when I was playing Eve, I had spreadsheets figuring out the cost on things, because I was a massive pirate for one, but I was a trader of sorts too, and you could consider me as a plex miner. I would steal enough crap to basically buy plex, market value in a certain area, where it was cheaper, and then I'd go to the dark edges of the universe and sell it for much, much higher. And I just kept doing that. Once you had enough to keep doing it, you made trillions of ISK. That, and I was also smuggling moon goo. Oh, yeah, I can't imagine why I'm not playing that game anymore. If they didn't want us to exploit the system, they shouldn't have developed it in the first place. And when I say I was a massive pirate, I was a massive pirate. Nullsec was famous for basically your big titans and your dreadnoughts and things like that. They couldn't go into a starbase; they were too large. So you basically just log off in the middle of nowhere with your ship. Well, I'd come tootally in. I'd watch and observe for a while. Nobody was there. Okay, obviously he's either AFK or logged for the night. I'd zoom in there. I'd pop out. Well, I'd just have my pod. I'd just pop the guy out and jettison him and steal a ship. And then you could get your ship back for a premium. Unless I sold it already. There was one guy that basically threatened my entire existence. Like, I mean, my entire existence. And I said, well, I tell you what, I'm feeling like a nice guy today. I'll give you back your ship with all your loads and everything, like your complete loadout, for 12 million ISK, which wasn't that much. And he goes, done. And I did. I was a man to my word, even though it was a pirate. I gave him back in his entire ship with loadout and extra stuff. Ended up, the guy was impressed that I actually did that for him. I ended up smuggling a lot of stuff for him, and I was also ended up stealing ships for him. Weird knowledge from certain games, right? Am I right? Well, that's 2 loads. 4 to go. I think I'm actually getting low on this little plot. I can go a little bit more, but yeah, we're sitting at 223. And this one's deep too. Hypothetically, if I just zoom right out to the edge here, can I dig anything out more? Maybe a little bit. Like, the more I go down, obviously the more gold I'm going to get out of the box. It's kind of the obvious. Actually thinking about even Dark Age of Camelot, I was a massive troll. My archer had one of the highest realm ranks in the game at the time. It was like realm rank 14 or 15. Yeah, and he was full stealth, so I would hide out in either Midgard or Albion, and anyone that came out in the realm I shot. Didn't matter if you were in a full freaking raid or not. Really didn't matter. I had quick fire, and I had the ability to stealth away real quickly. And yeah, I basically just nuked everyone. The only thing that had a higher realm rank was my Banshee. And again, that thing could roll. That one had 19 realm rank. Never did find an end to the realm rank. It just kept going up. There's only so many abilities you could have, but besides that, yeah, that one I could basically roll and destroy entire fucking 8-man groups. It was insane. And I was mostly a Hibernia, which is funny because I started out playing Midgard, and I had a realm rank 12 Kobold Bone Dancer. That's what it was. It was a Bone Dancer. That thing was insane too. It was like the Animus stuff, the Hibernia side. Which I had one of those. Those things were insane before they nuked the patch. You basically had like 8 shrooms. Just random knowledge. There's probably a lot of people out there going, what the hell was Dark Age of Camelot? It was an amazing game. That was a massive online roleplay for its time. And as soon as EA Games bought it out, it went for shit. And the only reason why they bought them out was so they could have Warhammer. Which basically was sort of here or there. It didn't really matter. It was not really great. I know a lot of people had a lot of enjoyment with Warhammer, but I have to scoop into that guy more. Da-na-na-na-na. We'll try to do 1, maybe 2 more cleanups tonight and see where we actually sit overall. I want to actually get a lot more gold. Last night's goal was 400 ounces total. Tonight, I'm thinking if we can get at least 600, 650, I'd be kind of happy. But then again, I have no idea what this will wash up as. All of a sudden, this might actually completely change up, and all of a sudden your fuel is low. Oh crap, we won't finish it then. Grab the fuel tanker. Well, I'll finish this truck up, and then we'll do the fuel run. There can't be that much left in here. Like, yeah, there'll probably be about 100 ounces left out of the bottom that we just can't reach with this Traco. And I'm not sending a unit down there to deal with it. Crap. Move the arms first. So yeah, we'll gas everything up here. We'll even throw the rest of the gas that's in the what we have left between everything into the Jenny. Just let it do its thing. So we got 117 ounces last time. Sorry, Squamish. I see my chat window was blocking it. Yeah, no, that's my general thumbnail is just one of my profile pictures. I don't usually have a lot of time of the day to do a lot of the other stuff like doing all the thumbnails and that. Being that I do this as sort of a hobby. And the fact that I run and operate a construction company besides the point. There's always lots of things going on. That's why I was talking about doing estimates and stuff. I'm actually pretty happy I got most of one done today. Touch this one up while I'm at it. Oh, to be honest, that goes away pretty soon. Really? As soon as I can actually afford water towers, I completely get rid of the pumps. They are freaking useless. And you actually don't need another generator. That actually has enough power to run an electric pump. But as soon as I can afford the water tower, even the de-rocker disappears. Then I go with the Glacier Creek. Just because it's a lot more efficient and you get a lot cleaner setup going. FYI, I didn't actually try to exit the vehicle while I was moving. Okay, now the thing that's mostly empty. All those small stuff and everything, I just run it all off of the one. It's easier to maintain than having little mobile generators that just seem to always. The biggest thing with them is the carburetor always comes up and you're always replacing it. I spend more time in maintenance with that little guy than I do the big one. The bigger one, the only thing that usually fails on it is the little push buttons. Yeah, okay, granted, those are annoying, but they're also a lot cheaper. The devs really need to fix all the glitches in this game. One, I had the track code disappear to space again. I had the rock truck decide to disappear in the ground. Physics doesn't work real well in this game. And for some stupid reason, I still love it. I don't normally do this in between doing the sessions, but track hole is low. I'm going to shut the truck off. Won't need it for a while. There's been a couple small updates, that's about it. We haven't seen too much major stuff here. And even yet, I tried the little stuff for a little bit. I immediately went into a wash plant. This is way better. Okay, now I'm gonna be too... Well, no. I was gonna say I'm too far over, but no. Oh, that's almost perfect. Good spot for it. I wish I had a bigger track hole, but nope. Regardless, I do not. What are we sitting at? Okay, 110. I can live with that. That means we got about 2/3 of it out. And I can still clean up some of this bottom edge stuff. That's what I figured. If I had 100 ounces left in the very bottom, that's not bad. Just because I can't reach the bottom. Still reach the corner. Although now that I backed up, now I really can't reach. Still happy medium. Okay, let's try there. Try to dig out this corner a little. Might only be 1 or 2 buckets, but that don't matter. Still effectively means... Oh, I did get... Holy crap, I actually found bottom. That changes everything. That changes a whole lot of stuff. I might actually be able to clean most of these holes out then. Because this is the highest point. Sweet. Well, considering I've only ever really done 3 cleanups? 4 cleanups. 3 or 4 cleanups. So yeah, I'm not actually sitting too bad. I had a mobile plant briefly at Arnold's claim. Oh yeah, it's where the track setup is. Right. Fortunately, it's like real life. Oh, whoops. Okay, well that means I might have to turn. Which is fine, I can turn. I'll try to clean out that corner a little bit more. The hardest part I find with the cover photos is because they changed the name, the setup seems to be really funky on it. YouTube side, they don't actually have a gold mining simulator, so I just put it back to the Gold Rush game, which is what the last point was. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk over just a little. There we go. Just like real life, I rarely ever put the frickin' parking brake on unless I'm sitting on a weird angle. Because I tend to move constantly. It's like, I can't reach that. Well, if I move slightly. I mean, I won't get all the stuff in that one corner, but if I can get this down to like 60 ounces left, I'm a lot happier. What are we sitting at? 80. Okay. I mean, that's definitely better. Okay, I'm also going to have to turn again. Or I'm going to have to take more of this other corner out to try to get it. I mean, if I have to, I have to. It's want to complain a little bit about doing it. $82. I am actually getting increasingly close here to another full truckload. We've hauled what, 3 now? %. Getting close. I think I've actually effectively got most of it out of this corner now. There might be just a little bit left, but if I can get more of it out, I'm happy. Don't fall in the hole. Alright, let's give her hell. Sad truth is, I've almost had a full wash plant cleanup in one hole. I mean, I guess that I say it's sad, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it's actually not so bad. So depending on what we get out of these 2 cleanups, because we got 119 with the gold bonus, possibility of probably paying off the loan. I'm too close. That's probably one of my highest priorities at this point in time, is just pay off the loan, and that gets rid of 7,000 a day. Then it's down to the 44 normal, and then either tonight or tomorrow, depending on what it's set at, we might want to think about doing the water tower. Once I get the water tower, it's way cheaper when you think about it to buy the water, and you can run season year round. Even though I'm not going to be here long, it's still beneficial for me to do it. Like, it's actually greatly beneficial for me to think about doing it. Just because, fuel cost. Fuel cost is a huge one. It's like that in real life, but... Alright. I'm going to back up just a bit. We're just going to start taking it out of here. And the other thing, too, is maintenance. The water tower, other than maybe due to bear attack and things like that, that you might have a loss of a hose, you're actually don't have any maintenance. So the water tower is very beneficial on every front. And then once we have the water tower, depending if we get a discount on anything else, like, I'm not gonna go out and rent the Glacier Creek immediately. If there's a discount on it, like 27% off or something like that, then I'll consider it. Otherwise, we are just going to build up our cash flow. Now, whether we buy Pine Valley or we rent it is up to debate. It depends on what all we get out of here. Because I believe it's 1.2 million or 1.8. Anyways, I think it's over $1 million to buy it. So yeah, no, if we can, we'll buy it, because then we have no rent provisions, and then we can really hunker down and focus on buying Nighthawk. Ideally, you always want to buy Nighthawk because the gold content is so much higher. And the fact that I'm not running Franks this year, or this season. I like the idea of not using Franks. I don't know who started it. I don't know if that's part of the season thing or not, but I mean, I'm fine with it either way. Okay, I'm getting into that next pocket. Next pocket won't actually go as far because it's not as deep. How are we doing? How much did we have left? 67. I'm very happy over that. We did good. Okay, I don't like to do this side very often, but unfortunately, to get this corner dug out, I have to. If I can beat 117 for this clean out, I would be really happy. I get back in there. I don't know if I can, but see, there's still a pretty good pile in this corner. That's why I'm digging it out like I am. There'll be a whole lot less in that description for that piece. I'll do one more. Especially if I can get some more of this corner dug out. Maybe we were less than 67. Maybe I actually did better. There we go. Now the rock trucks, yeah. If I had one in real life to play with, I'd probably do the handbrake more often. It's got more wheels, it can roll. Okay, what are we sitting at for totals? 78, so yeah, we need one more. We'd be at 97. What is it now, though? 65. We did get 2 more ounces out of there. Okay, I'm going to back up just a bit. It's amazing how you don't think about it, but I backed up, what, maybe a foot? How much difference that makes? Just look at that. I cut down more in that corner yet. And I could probably, well, actually, like before. All I really have to do is this. Don't want to go too far. There's the bucket of sweet stuff. bucket was probably 20 ounces right there. No, it wasn't. It was only another 2. All the rest of it's probably over here. Stuff that I can't reach. That's fine. Alright, let me clean this edge again. I want bright yellow. It's yellow. Technically, I don't need a full load to finish up this cleanup, but I am doing it anyways. Boop. It actually really, when I'm doing it like this, it doesn't take long to fill up the truck in the first place. I was trying to figure it out, actually, the other night. Thinking about doing the mobile wash plant. I think one cleanup is basically like one truckload. What it works out to. I think. Or 2/3 of a truckload, something like that. It's kind of funky. Because I was trying to count the buckets. And not having the big one to do it is also tricky. Okay, I'm going to have to turn again to get that corner. See, a lot of people go, well, why do you keep turning like that? The placement of where you can dig is between your tracks. If you're over top of the tracks, obviously your arm can't go down as far. So say if you're here, you can't go down as far as you can right in the center here. So that's why I keep moving. And again, it's exactly like it is in real life. I've had enough experience playing with track hose over the years that I figured that one out pretty quickly. I'll go back to this corner. A plane going overhead. Or a really loud truck going down the road. One of the two. Actually, hang on here. I think I actually cleaned more of that corner out. Okay, we can shut this off. It's loud, whatever it is. It's actually sunny for the first time in like 4 days. Yep, 97%. That's exactly what I said. Okay, I'll just pull this guy out. Time I get off of him. And this back away, that's probably 1% okay. I might have shoved this a little far. Oh, when it fills up, it goes to that. Okay. Does it ever actually say that it's full? No. I don't think it does anymore. I still don't want to overfill it because you don't actually gain any more from it. Hang on. Yeah, it's weird. There we go. That one's going. That's why I like that generator. I could just swap it over. Oops. I always like to clean these ones first. I've not seen anything about... there's somebody else that wants to work for you. Sorry for the really loud bucket. I don't know which one it is to turn it down. I've turned down the environment to 0 and it was still doing it. I turned down ambient to 0 and it still did it. It's just one pail that seems to be really loud. For no apparent reason. Now I'm disoriented. Where am I? So what were we before on this one? 404 for up here? And of course, we didn't have the trauma guide the last cleanup either, so we have 2.28% increase in efficiency by a guy that knows how to run the trauma. So we should be able to take the magnetite to the thing and actually have some extra stuff this time. Alright, let's get on this guy. Oh. The auto swap is usually pretty good. 425. So it is a bit richer than what the last ones were. So I want to say it's not that much richer, but maybe it is. 119 ounces. You should always stand on top of your gold nuggeteer when you're trying to put the stuff in there. Laugh as you will, it actually works. Maybe. That one appeared to be tricky. Alright, in you go. While that's processing, we'll do these pails, which are... Some of them aren't as full as they should be. Like that one wasn't full at all. Whereas that side was. This guy doesn't have much in it. I don't know, because everything else was full. This is literally the fastest way to do this. Because that time, yeah, the planter didn't get anywhere near as much off of it. Like, it wasn't full right across the board. It was only full on one side. And it's the wrong side for how crooked they are. That one's set up good. But it was empty on that piece too. Oops. Got the grill. Ain't gonna work without the grill. Just pile it off the backside here. I am actually kind of curious, even though we've lost a bunch off of these, because that's full. The right sides are full. The left sides were empty. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Maybe. I would assume it would. That's not a full pail. I don't know, we just didn't get full pails. I don't know why. this pail. But front, it seems to be easier. Alright, back up here. I mean, after I verified all the frickin' files 300 frickin' times, the game seems to be working better. Or it was just having some major brain aneurysm that it just couldn't figure it out. I forgot to look to see what those were. I mean, we have 46% magnetite. That's not bad. Guess we're gonna find out real quick what this equates to. Everything clean again? Yeah, okay, cool. We will go to town after this one though. We should get some extra cash flow. Pop that one out, put that one in. All my gold is rolling on the ground. That's great. Basically, it's close to the same amount. 736, so that's a lot higher. Where'd this pail come? Oh. Trying to figure out where the extra one came from. Okay, we can turn that off. I mean, the gold is going up. We can't really complain about the gold not going up for content. It is. So I'm going to run this up top. Jeez, you know, for magnetite, that should be freaking heavy. Oh, yes. I have a lot of extras kicking around. No, you go there. You go there. I'll bring the extra pail down. I'll just keep swapping. I don't know if we actually did get as much this time. It's close. Nope, we didn't. 114 instead of 117. We're 3 ounces short. And instead of wasting fuel, I guess I'll shut it off. So what does that give us for totals? 600. Well, 601.17. We're just shy of Bark AJ. Fluffy Bunny. Dorbin Callus. Okay, that is a play on words. Corbin Dallas was, of course, Fifth Element. That was character in Fifth Element. Like I said, that's play on words. It's actually kind of funny. Somebody told me this soundtrack is actually on John Wick. I don't know how much truth that there is, but it's seemingly. We're actually doing a bit of a faff with this one, and you guys can all contribute. Can you name where these songs are actually from? Because we know they're all royalty-free songs, but they came from somewhere. They didn't make them. They physically got them from somewhere. The really freaky sort of background music one that's sort of haunting, that one is from Until Dawn. We're basically 100% sure on that one. The last one that we heard, we're pretty sure was from John Wick, but you guys can also chime in and say, geez, you know, I think this song is from this. We don't know, but it's just the coincidences of them being so similar is like, It's too close. And if you've been around the block a few times like I have, you start noticing things like that, and it's like, now that you mention it, yes, type scenarios. So let me know. Put it in the descriptions or the chat windows or whatnot. And can you name where these songs come from? Oh, by the way, tomorrow night with Assassin's Creed, we're done with the stupid whatever Washington Tyrant crap that was. And we're back on with the last part of Assassin's Creed 3, which is Liberation. So be sure to check that out as well. We have 3,200. Do we want to do time? Do we want to do cost? Or do we don't have enough for that one? Or do we want to do gold loss? But let's just do gold losses. Oh, fuck. There's another one of those glitches that they haven't fixed yet. And then I'll just sell the rest. So that's an extra $4,400 in my pocket, which is great because that actually pays for the 80. Actually, it paid for more than the 80. The 154, we should be fine on because the next, we should be able to do one more cleanup before the end of day 5. So I think I'll do another 80-ounce bar right away too, and we'll sell both of those. Then we'll have more than enough cash to cover paying off the loan and having the excess. And yes, I am going to pay off the loan. One less expense, and then we can sort of figure out from there where we sit. This is a giant numbers game, the same as... Oh, that made a huge difference. That's 4 ounces extra. It's basically like real life of owning a business. It's a huge numbers game of many life gambles, except the one thing with this one, if you really royally screw up, you can just start again. You know, if you really royally screw up in real life, it's less chances of it, or it's a lot harder to bounce back. Wish you could go in and there was a blacksmith. And you could see him actually smelting. You can't do anything about it, but you can actually see him smelting. I think that would be cool. I've actually got a chunk of gold around here somewhere. Of the first one I ever smelted. No, second one, sorry. I sold the first one. I have the second one. It's not a 76-ounce nugget. If that was the case, I'd be a lot happier. But no. Oh, wow, that's really going down. But I need the money, so... 275, okay, we got 64,000 left on the loan. Bam. Yeah, 210. 210 and 150. I'd have 60,000 left over from the pump. Nope, I ain't gonna do it. It'll be the next time after everything's said and done. I do have the electric pump here. I guess I could, I think even on a cord. We could swap it out and just use it off there, and then we have less maintenance on one and sell the other one. And if you're wondering why I have this here, it's because the game sucks and it's a lying piece of crap. And I've got video evidence of it, and you guys can rewatch it if you like. I went over here to the Gold Nuggeteer, and this is what happened. It was partially my fault, partially the game's fault, because at the time, for some reason, it went to Gold Nuggeteer, and it said Gold Nuggeteer up here with 13,000, so I clicked on it and went, wow, that's a great deal. Bought it, and then went outside and realized that it was the frickin' pump that came out. Yes, it royally cheesed me. It was not great. So we're not using the Frankenstein this year at all. We're just going to use the truck and excavator. When they go on sale, I'll buy them out, so then there's less expense total. I just got stuck. If you're wondering what I'm doing, is I'm going a different route up here, even with a pump on, because I'm trying to find a couple more of those boxes. There's a walkway and I can't get down it. Because the boxes actually do make a huge difference. Like if you consider one of them being like 5% extra gold, it's huge. It makes a huge difference. And again, I explained that in the first video. I know a lot of people would probably go, oh well, it doesn't really add up that much. Yeah, it actually does, because when you consider it, I know there's one right there. Just seeing if there was another one up further. Nope. Good, I can turn around here. If you have low numbers, of course, not gonna. You move 15%. Okay, that was worth it in the end. Oh yeah, that made a huge difference. If you have small numbers, it ain't going to make much difference. But as soon as you start making 100-ounce cleanups, at least, that's 5 ounces extra. Alright? Think about 1,000. That's 50 ounces extra on 1,000. It makes a huge difference. Now, if you get the ones that are mine more at night, I work around the clock. So, does it make a difference? Yes, it does. So if I spend the extra little bit of time real quick to do this, and yes, I believe I can actually go around this way and down. No, we can't. Yes, I can. I can go the hotel route. Okay, cool. We'll do that. It doesn't seemingly mean much. It's like having the employee. It doesn't seem to make much sense. Yes, it's an extra $3,000 basically a night. And everyone goes, oh geez, that's not a huge expense. Yeah, but it isn't, because you're making that extra 2% efficiency on the trommel for the wash plant. Again, it doesn't seem like much, but 2% on 100 is 2 ounces extra. 20 ounces extra per 1,000. So, yeah, it actually does add up. That's why I say a lot of people go, geez, I didn't think of it like that. Yeah, it actually does make a difference. There's another one. It's on a dock. It's Ep dock. Oh Jesus! If Bugs Bunny had that voice, I don't think I ever would have watched it. What's Ep dock? That sounds like more New Yorker. Equipment machines now consume 25% less fuel. That one is a game changer. That's one of my largest expenses is fuel. That makes your tank is refilled. I must be getting close enough. Did I get that one? I think I did. Yes, I did. So that's that one. Okay. Well, we found 2 extra boxes. That we spent an extra hour of in-game time to do it. But we gained a couple things that were really good. One, I can run faster now. And 2, and this is kind of a big one for me, is that 25% less fuel consumption. That is freaking huge. I haven't found ones for inside the freaking areas though. kind of... Oh, I know what that weird humming sound is in the background. We have a oil field battery near us that they're actually dismantling. We have a lot of oil production actually still in the area, and more so now than we did before. But the thing with it is, okay, it's 88%. It's not like I did too much. Should disconnect this one, pull that one out. The biggest thing is they're having problems with that old one, and to fix it up and do the major upgrade is going to cost way more than it's worth. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently the plant was built in the 50s, like 1950. That's old. So yeah, not gonna lie, it's getting up there in years. So I can understand where they say it's going to be too hard to upgrade it, get it to the point where they can use it proper. And with technology these days, they don't need to have a battery to flare off the gas. There's new ways to do it. So I understand where they're coming from with this whole thing. It's kind of sad to see it go. I admit that. It's been years, as long as I remember, obviously. I wasn't born in 1950. Actually, neither was my parents. They were born in the 50s, but not in 1950, so they wouldn't remember when it all of a sudden showed up. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Here's another one of those glitches where I have it in full reverse and it does nothing. Okay, let's see if I can back this baby into its home. You know, unlike real ones, one would think that it wouldn't have as much of an issue backing up as what these do. And I'm good at backing stuff up. Like one time I had to back up. That's an Odie. That's an innie. I had to back up a quarter mile with a car hauler tilt deck. And yeah, I did it straight as an arrow, first try. And I know a lot of people went, how the hell did you do that? Well, sad truth is, I'm actually not bad at what I do, so. Now, did I race down it? No. I think the top speed I went was 15 kilometers an hour backwards. And it's just subtle little twists of the steering wheel to keep her in line. I have no issues backing up a big long trailer. I have more issues backing up smaller ones. It's shorter wheelbase, it's a little bit hard. It finds a small pebble and decides to wander. As I stretch his hose. Go, pardon me. Wonder if I drink this. I bumped the mic. Sorry. Yes it is. I should literally just bring a case up and put it beside the computer. Slushy. Oh, that's cold. Alright, I can shut this off. Let's go mining. I don't have to worry about the pail, as you can quite tell because I already have one there. We have 59% in here, so that'll be... Well, I can now click both of those in. They don't use that much water. We're full up on our slots, though. But yeah, we got water down there, or is it? Why don't we have water? Ah. I guess you have to turn it on. I troubleshooted that one. I figured it out. Alright. We're good. Even my excavation buddy, I've used his equipment a few times. It's like, well, you know how to run this. Just, here you go. And the guy that works for me, it's kind of funny. He goes, I've never run any of this equipment before. And it's a little far away. It says, I don't know if I could do it. And I said, yeah, you could. This game for interior and figuring out where your bucket is and that, it's a lot harder. Ooh. Well, that's a nice bonus. Everyone see that? That was $265 for a gold nugget. I accept that. That's as one of my buddies would say, that is fucking Marvy. And I would tend to agree with him on that point. Okay. Well, how long that sale is going to be? That part where I said I might have to think about stuff like that. That pops up. That was a dump truck that's 20% off. Do I get rid of the rent and buy it? Since I have 12% in this, let's do this. And I think I can still have 4 units on site. I think I've only got, well, 2. I think that qualifies as 2. Because the truck doesn't. The pickup truck does not. So I could get another dump truck. Which is fucking beautiful. That is really weird. Yop, 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 yop. Kind of annoying music when you think about it. Alright, 43%. Yep, there we go. And turn. I gotta get rid of this other corner. Truck might be a little far away. But yeah, we're gonna have to really seriously think about that, because if the dump truck's not that bad for price, if it's 80,000 and with 20% off, maybe it's an extra like 15,000 off of it. I may manage that. Or I think I can manage that. I think I'd be satisfied with it. Then we can get rid of this. Because when you consider, well, we can roughly figure it. If, I think it's around 3,500, 4,000 in rent. So then we'd be down to 40,000. I mean, that's better. When the opportunity presents itself, sometimes you gotta actually take the chance. We didn't take the chance on the water tower. For whatever reason, I decided not to. So all of a sudden now it's like, oh, well, now you have the opportunity where you can think about getting the truck. So I don't know, that's worked out that way in my entire life. Where I'm, I go, geez, I just can't really justify at this point in time. Then all of a sudden another opportunity presents itself. It's like, oh, well, geez, if I did the other one, there's no way I would have been able to have this opportunity. It's been like that my entire life. I can't explain it, but there has to be a reason why I don't do something, and it just somehow works. Now, I'm not going to get rid of this truck yet. I'm not even going to use my pickup truck. I'm just going to teleport there. I just filled it up. That's perfect, of course. If you fill it up or you put freaking tires on something, that's when you get rid of it. Map. I want to teleport myself here, please. And yes, you can. In some regards, I wish that you could just buy the stuff instead of doing the transport thing, and like the rock truck, just drive it there. Okay, the dumpy truck is, 20% off at 74,000. So right now that's 3,000 with the rent, with the 20% off. If it wasn't that, it would be about 35 to 4,000. We can justify this. Dumpy trucky. We'll fill it up. We'll grab the other one. We'll take it back. Now, the one beauty about this, too, not having to pay the rent on it, is kind of a savings. But you don't feel bad about putting better parts on it. I know it's one of those weird things, but my mentality is if it's a rental, you don't put expensive parts on it. If it is your own, you don't care about putting expensive parts on because it'll last longer. So it's kind of one of those things of, and we've got 23% on the board. It's actually still washing rocks. So with everything, we're sitting at 138,000. We know once we get rid of this, we're sitting at about 40,000 for equipment rent, which is better. That's a positive. We don't have a loan anymore, so there's nothing on that. We're gonna get rid of that guy. That is, I think, still filling up. We're close, or it is full, one of the two. We're gonna go up here, and we're just gonna. I don't think there's another one waiting. Should tell me here what he is getting paid. Cost of workers, 733. Pff, okay. No issues there whatsoever. So $733 a day on top of that. So we're basically sitting at 41,000. And depending on if there's any rent provision. We did waste a little bit of time, but I think we got a better result in the end. I still got 82% fuel in there, so I don't have to worry about anything. I still kind of like the idea, like my idea. If any dev watches this, one, fix the glitches. But two, the other thing is, one of my ideas that I had was, you see how beat up these things are. Any rental equipment has the lowest grade of lowest grade parts in it. My idea is, if you buy something, it should have the upgraded parts in it. Because my little brain goes, that would make sense to my brain. If you spend to buy it instead of renting, you should have better quality stuff, so it's not as beat up. That's just one of my ideas. I think it would be a great idea, but I don't know. I don't know what anybody else thinks. Oh, there's 12% of the first truck. My truck. It's 100% mine. So it was 20% off. It was 74,000. Roughly extrapolate that. It was around 90,000 when it was normal price. So is it a good idea to buy it at 20%? Oh hell yeah. I'm not even upset by that. Yeah, okay, it would have been nice to build up some extra cash flow and stuff, but I mean, again, I'm not really unhappy. Turning. Alright, get this corner again. I would imagine this corner is getting low on resources. So I got the electric pump that I've purchased a while ago and just sitting there. So we're just running on electric, which means that's less fuel cost. So we've improved our situation tenfold there. And then we've got the dump truck, which means we're not hemorrhaging money there. So that, oops. Man, I tell you, when you look at Traco in the normal, when it's digging that frickin' deep, you're going, holy crap, your arm is touching the ground. Yeah, it is. I mean, they're not designed for carrying and picking up things. They're designed for digging. Oh, we'll do one more cleanup tonight, and then that'll probably be it for the stream. We made our 600 ounces already. We said 600 to 650. Well, I tell you, if we do another cleanup, we're going to be about 700. That reminds me, I wanted to take a look. There's 198 sitting beside us. And I've apparently been taking some of it out there, too. Actually, they're saying that there's not much in there anymore. Oops, wrong one. No, not that one. I want this one. So this one we don't have to worry about cleaning up as much. We just basically strip the overburden that's left out of it so we can work on the next one behind it. That we can do. Although I don't necessarily agree with the way it calculates it. Oh, you've got it all. Have I? Have I really? Well, we'll know in the gold box. We'll know in the end. I mean, there's not much left of that square in the first place, so I think we've effectively cleaned out most of it. Be nice to also get the Traco too, although it's not as expensive as the dump truck. The rock truck here is by far more expensive than the Traco. I think the Traco is only sitting at about 68. So if it had 20% off, you're looking at about 54. And 35% on, we had about 200-ish ounce cleanup, so we're pretty close on our rent provision right now. That's why I say I'm not really worried about it. We can manage with what we have. I am going to have to move that truck closer. Because if I back up, I'm not going to be able to reach it. That's better. It's almost a little too close now, but it's better for doing what I'm doing. Now I gotta turn it a lot more yet. No, actually no, that's perfect. Right there is perfect. Oh, not that much. I want it about there. There we go. Just knocking down that corner a bit. And we know there is some gold in that stuff, so we might as well. Hopefully our frickin' boxes are working right this time. That cost us 3%. And I don't know why they didn't fill. Another glitch? Actually, when you think about it, if anybody's using the Xbox, I would have to say probably using joysticks would be closer to using the joysticks in an actual one. I would assume anyways. I would assume the feel is better. I mean, I'm using keyboard and mouse obviously, but I think I'm fairly fluid at doing it. I don't think there's any major issues with it. And we dump, and we go, and we dump, and go. You're digging hard ground. Oh no! I mean, if I burn out these teeth, I'll just pop them out and put the good ones in. Well, maybe. Okay, well that just kicked me all the way out. And I don't know why. Like, I'm using the R key all the time for doing my my armature. And even though the E key is how to get out, I don't actually press the E key at all. It's just randomly sometimes the R. Ah, this music right here. This is the one from Until Dawn, where you die. But I actually liked Until Dawn. Really screwed up game, but I mean it was actually well written, and everything has a butterfly effect. It was one of the few ones that your actions actually had an effect on who lived and who died. I mean, when I played it, and spoilers if anyone has played it and wants to. I mean, the game is like 8-9 years old, but it Hannah died out of my playthrough. Obviously, I saved Beth because my brain went, okay, well, if you let go, obviously somebody dies, but like two people die, whereas the survivability thing, being that I have my first aid, that's what the one thing that you always you dread in real life, but you always do that probability check of, okay, well, do I save one person, do I save or two disappear? So I saved Beth. Jess was saved in the end. Chris died. Chris, for whatever reason, actually did die. I can't remember how he died. It's been a while since I played it. Thinking about well, obviously Josh died. I think one of the characters was Ashley and Sam. Ashley died, Sam's survived. I think that's why it worked out. So for the most part, out of all the guys that I gamed with previously and everything else, it was kind of funny because it was like, oh, well, more of your guys survived than the rest of us. Yeah, Chris was the one that died. Josh died. Hannah, obviously. Or did Beth eventually die? I can't remember. I don't think I have any of those playthrough videos anymore. I used to have another gaming channel, but I liquidated it years ago. I should have kept it, because obviously it would have been easier to rebuild a channel than start over. C'est la vie. It wasn't terribly big. It was only a couple thousand. Guess everyone goes, couple thousand. Yeah, well. It wasn't just me. It was a lot of people with the changes that went on and that. But now that I have like decent internet and everything else, I find doing live streams a lot easier than doing the VODs. Not to mention, it's a lot more interactive, you could say, because I noticed a lot more people are like talking and going, oh geez, you should do this or do that, and a lot of it's just positive criticism. And I know a lot of people complain about that, but positive criticism is actually not a bad thing. It really isn't. It's actually a very beneficial thing. That's why I like live streaming. And we are actually, if you're new here or whatnot, and you're just tuning in or whatnot, we are actually dual streaming. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitch, so you guys can check both of those out at the same time if you like. It depends on what platform you prefer. And of course, it's still at Big Norsk. Big Norse Gaming on Twitch, and we are a random gibberish number on YouTube, or also known as Big Norse Gaming. And I should say too that if you're new here or you've been around for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button, think about hitting that subscribe button, as it's one of the best ways to support the channel. And of course, you can also hit the follow button on Twitch as well. And it all really means a lot to me by doing so. In the end, if it's extra income, I'm happy. And of course, we do also have a lot of goodies in the description. We do have a partial Discord set up that you guys can check out. The links in the description. We also have a couple different ways to donate if you so choose. One of which is actually using what is it called again? One Up coin, where you can donate cryptocurrency. 100% safe, no issues there, and it actually is linked right directly to major wallets, so it actually is very good. So if anybody wants to check that out as well, it's all in the description below. On both sides, it is on both sides. I would like to actually work on Twitch side more. I appear to be stuck. I had to lift it up. There wasn't much in there, but I had to lift it because I was stuck. Well, I guess I can actually, after this stream is over, I can go working back on that estimate. It won't actually take me long. I'm 3/4 of the way blasted through it. Even the prices are all done on it. All I have to do is input it into the computer. And all my formulas and everything are great on it too. Like I said, I built my own program using Excel essentially. And the beauty is, if I do an invoice, it automatically goes into the yearly statements. So it's like bam, bam, bam. It automatically goes. My GST goes into a category. Materials go into a category on its own, and I set it up so I can do my receipts and everything all organized into it. It made my life easier. I wouldn't sell it because I basically tailored it for my own business. So yeah, I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you the formulas to do it. I was actually quite surprised with myself that I remembered that from frickin' high school. Apparently I actually learned something from school. I know, rare as it is, I actually did. And before anyone goes, oh, well, you probably haven't been out of school that long. The computers that we had were Pentiums. Not Pentium 2s, Pentiums. So there wasn't a whole lot of, like, programs back then. You had your basic Microsoft Word, which was... I don't even think it was 2003. Well, it wouldn't have been. It would have been 2003. 1998? I want to say Word Basic was 98. Holy crap. Now I gotta remember it. I've been out of school for a while. One more truckload. I want to say it was Microsoft 98. It would have been because even our operating system was Windows 98. Which I thought was pretty friggin' awesome. Especially since I figured out how to put all the frickin' DOS games on. And that's when they started doing firmware updates, like firewalls. Which was easy to break through, by the way. I was even commissioned by our principal to break through the firewall because that was when they first were starting that crap. And I specifically remember being pulled out of class specifically because one of the teachers found out I could do it. And apparently a lot of their tests and subject matter they were looking up on the internet. Remember, this was all dial-up. Was blocked by the firewall. So I bypassed it for our principal. Basically, I was legally hacking for the principal. Let that sink in. We know that you know how to get past this. How do you know that? Well, how else is a particular computer in the particular computer lab that has a user profile that seems to have a lot of games on it and uses up the entirety of the hard drive? Oh. Yeah, I guess that would make sense now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I gotta remember the hard drives weren't terabytes back then. It was I actually don't even know if it was gigabyte. It might have just been might have been like a 968 megabyte. Oopsies. This reminds me of talking to one of my gaming buddies. And he mentioned one night, he goes, oh, yeah, you know, you can feel the coffin lid slowly being nailed on top of you when a kid comes to you and you have a floppy disk in hand and they look at you and go, hey, look, it's a save button. I hate you. Because meanwhile, we're all going, which floppy? Is it 3 1/4? Or is it the, the 9 and... What was it? Well, there was 9s. The 6 and 6 and an 8 or something like that. I can't remember what the original ones were. I think I still have some. I mean, growing up playing the original Civ, Railroad Tycoon 1, which was an 8-bit game. I mean, they were awesome. Oh, and all the frickin' text-based games. Oh. Turn right. You can't. Why not? There's a tree in your way. Walk around tree. You can't. You can't see around the other side. Look around tree. You look around tree. You spot that there's a cliff. Oh, well, I guess that's the reason why I couldn't walk around it. Investigate further. You fall off the cliff. Crap. Did a lot of that. I miss those old text-based games. I wish there was more of them. I wish there were just actually more modern versions of it. Because I would definitely play it. Played a shit ton of Zork and Return to Zork. You have to have a drink. You pour drink in plant. The plant dies. Try to open gate. You can't. You need a key. Look for key. There's none to be found. There's an ogre in your way. What do? Hit ogre with axe. You don't have an axe. What do you mean I don't have an axe? You used axe to cut the tree. It broke. God damn it. I said I miss those games. Grew up playing Panzer General, and I really miss a lot of those old games. There was a lot of them that were crap, I admit that, but what's the difference of that nowadays? We're at 89%. Oh yeah, this will do it. This will do it. I did shut off that out here, right? Yeah, I'm not seeing a light on. No light. Cool, by the time I get a fat butt over here again. Okay, the pails say 93%. Unless you get to 100% and start washing it out. I got nothing. I don't know. Well, I definitely don't think we're going to finish doing the washout and clean out by the end of the night. But we have enough to pay for everything anyways. Even if we don't have enough gold in the boxes and whatnot, or extra. Alright, one thing about it, all I have to do is disconnect the one that goes here. That's this one. Oh crap, I just realized something. So, fuck. Things have gone sideways. Let's see if I can do. There we go. Big water pump. There we go. It worked. Sorry for loud bucket noise. Really loud bucket noise. Alright. Definitely won't get done by the end of the night, but I'm kind of curious. With what we're cleaning out, what is this going to necessarily entail? I'm hoping it actually should be pretty decent. Yep, get up there. Yeah, up there. There we go. Last one was a little bit more at about, what, 440? So if the gold is both the same, it should be around the 440 mark. 427. Yeah. I mean, it's consistently horrible. Like I said, we got, well, actually, before we end the stream tonight, we should actually find out what the actual cost is for Pine Valley, and just that gives us a goal to work with. Because well, I shouldn't say, we might not buy the water tower here. The water, like the big pump we have currently works. If we can get a good percentage of this knocked off. Oh, okay, here we go. Money spent on machinery was 51,000. Oh yeah, I guess we did get the planters. Right. Provisions at the end was an extra 48. That's peanuts. That is literal peanuts. So it was 55,000 total. Okay, the left ones were actually full, so we should be actually pretty good. $151. Yeah, they're pretty good. I think we're gonna have a good clean out here. Yeah, if we can get, we got 4 days to summer. I think the first or second day of summer we're usually pretty good. So if we can get this mined out before then we can sort of have a game plan and goal. I'm gonna keep using an electric one until then, and then move to Pine Valley if we buy it. Not having rent provisions is huge. I mean, we can lease it for $5,000, so that's not a bad thing. But if I could afford it, I'd rather buy it. And the number one reason behind that is no rent means all the gold that we get, we keep. Don't have to worry about the extra little bit. I think it was about 81 ounces we needed, and we had 77. That's not bad. Get these all loaded up here, and then we can move some stuff around here. Okay, so that one's all back good again. This can be dumped. Oh, do not put that in there. It's already at 99%. It would be a waste. Yeah, 151 for that one. That's a fairly hefty number. What was the last one? 127 or something? It could have been 140. Not that I would remember it. Yeah, let's just throw that up there. That's gonna work marvelous. Yeah. Alright, that's all back together. That guy can be moved out to here. We can just start this. We'll grab this pail and shove it under. We're going to definitely have more magnetite after this one too. And we're going to empty this pail in here right away. I mean, numbers wise, it's actually going up pretty decent. Oh, it's this music. This is the music that is on Until Dawn, which is freaky as balls. Okay, I can put this guy in there. That'll make that rapidly go up. 30% is the highest we've ever seen out of it. So if this is higher than 30%, it's going to be pretty freaking sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. Wow, considering we're already sitting at 60 ounces there, and we still have the good pot to do. Yeah, I mean, one should not be worried. What was our best cleanup this season? I think 127 was the best one, wasn't it? I don't think we're going to be 127 on this one, but we should be higher than 117. As it slowly slows down and you're going, oh no. 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 Oh, we came close. 126 is not bad. So 126 brings us to 727.84 tonight. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. Redneck Gamer. We're getting closer to these guys. Guaranteed they bought the land. And before I finish this stream for the night, I'm going to go up here in the hog pan area. I didn't see any more workers. There's none of them waiting. Arnold's claim, buy it for 600,000. This claim, which is 1.2 million, it's 1.8 million or 500,000 a lease. But it's it's got a high gold content, 2.4 million for Nighthawk. But I think we should try to shoot for the 1.8 million to just buy. I mean, we have 126 ounces right now that we got. If I play a little longer tonight and whatnot, later on, after I do some work, it's really loud here. If I can do a few more cleanups out of there, or get that hole cleaned up, we might be sitting at about 300 to 400 ounces, which would be, maybe you're pushing around 600, 700,000 just from that hole. That's not a bad idea. I think that's what we might do. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you are new here or been around for a while and haven't hit that subscribe button, think about hitting the subscribe button. Just below the video there, right next to the bell that you need to hit. And of course, that squirrel in the bottom right corner also can do it. And supposedly he's been smuggling some gold nuggets out of the box and whatnot. So if you see him, smack him upside the head. He'll pop out a button, click it, and he might have some sense knocked into him. I say might. It's 50-50. But anyways, you can also go over to Twitch, and the link is in the description for the Twitch channel as well. Hit that follow button, as it really does help us. And of course, check out all the stuff in the description below. Both of them, they're both the same, but which side you're on, check them out and click the links and just play with the links. That's why I say play with the links. They're all safe. I know, because I played with all of them. And yeah, we'll see everyone on the Assassin's Creed stream tomorrow night. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.